Touch base with Schmidt. The one who's being they charge him a monster.
Ready to go? Zach, we good?
Yep.
I'd like to call this meeting of the Jamestown City Council to order for Monday, August 29th voting session. Will the clerk please call the roll?
Councilmember Sheldon.
Here.
Brackman. Karuba. Here. Reynolds.
Present.
Faulkner.
Here.
Eklund. Here. DeVersa. Russell.
Here.
President Dose.
Here. This time we'll all stand for the Pledge of Allegiance. Please remain standing for the invocation which will be presented tonight by the Reverend Tom Lebeau of the Kidder Memorial United Methodist Church.
Allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Good evening. I have witnessed this body recognize and honor individuals and groups several times. It's a good thing to do. I'd like to suggest that there is a healthy spiritual principle at work in this practice. The Apostle Paul wrote about this in one of the early struggling faith communities. In his letter to the Philippians, he wrote, "Summing it up, friends, I'd say you'll do best by filling your minds and meditating on things true, noble, reputable, authentic, compelling, gracious. The best, not the worst. The beautiful, not the ugly. Things to praise, not things to curse. Do this, and God will work you into his most excellent harmonies. May God lead you as you seek divine guidance. Amen."
Thank you. Do I have approval of the minutes from the July 25th voting session? Moved by Councilwoman Karuba. Seconded by Councilman Reynolds. Do you have any messages from the mayor this evening?
Dear council members, on July 23rd, 2022, I recognized by proclamation the retirement of one City of Jamestown employee, Chris Dahlgren, Jamestown Fire Department. Attached, please find the retirement proclamation honoring and congratulating our retiring employee. In August 2022, we have welcomed 9 new employees to the City of Jamestown. Heather Greenfield and Elizabeth Torres, Department of Development, Eric Aiken, Matthew Bush, Adam Gullo, Daniel McCarthy, and Marion Soldano IV, Jamestown Fire Department. Taylor Anderson and Tyler Simpson, Jamestown Police Department. I am asking that these 9 new hires be acknowledged and welcomed to the city at the August 29th, 2022 City Council meeting. Very truly yours, Edward A. Sunquist.
Very nice.
We also have the appointments. Council members, in pursuance of the authority vested in me by the charter of said city, I do hereby nominate Ryan A. Thompson, 232 Huxley Street, Jamestown, New York; Joseph Polito, 316 Marvin Parkway, Jamestown, New York; and Heather Greenfield, 318 Van Buren Street, Jamestown, New York, to be appointed to the Salary Review Commission in and for the City of Jamestown, New York. The term for which said appointment is to be made will expire December 31st, 2022.
Thank you. Do you have a motion to suspend the rules and vote on the appointments? So moved by Councilwoman Karuba. Would the clerk please cite the council on the suspension of the rules?
Councilmember Sheldon?
Aye.
Karuba? Aye. Reynolds?
Aye.
Faulkner?
Aye.
Eklund? Aye. Russell?
Aye.
And President Dose?
Aye. Do you have a motion to approve the appointments?
I will approve them, but can you send them to us too? And then get it, and get the list of names.
Okay, apologies, I thought we emailed them out,
No,
so
I appreciate
I
it.
don't
computer was out today, so she didn't miss it.
Thank you.
I'll leave it as I, but I understand, we did not get it, but I will confirm, we should move on.
Okay. Clerk, please pull the council on the appointment.
Councilmember Shelton?
Aye.
Karuba?
Aye.
Reynolds?
Aye.
Faulkner?
Aye.
Ecklet? Aye. Russell?
Aye.
And President Jones.
Aye. I also just want to know that I do have 3 appointments that will be coming forward at a time. I have one that was confirmed, 2 others that I'm still waiting on, so at our next meeting, I'll make sure that your information gets out. At this time, we have opportunities for persons to address the council. If you'd like to address the council tonight, please step up to one of the mics, give your name and address, and please limit your remarks to 5 minutes. And then let you address the council this evening.
I'm Doug Champion, I live at 225 Bowling Street, Jamestown, New York. And if you'll indulge me, what I've got to talk about is quite important for all of us. I'm not here to talk about the police and fire department. I'll save that for the public safety forum. Although what I'm going to say does directly affect what they might do at certain times, and one will be coming up shortly. You as City Council tonight will be voting on the most expensive use of city taxpayer money in the history of the city of Jamestown. Why? The equation, money spent in time of use or application is what I'm talking about. $19,500 appropriated for commercial community fireworks show. If the show runs 15 minutes, that's $1,300 a minute. If it runs 20 minutes, that's $975 a minute. 30 minutes, you go down to $650 a minute. That doesn't account for potential problems after the fact. Now, what can you do with $19,500 for the Parks Department? To support or enhance it. You can buy 50 recycled park benches for $385. You can create a tree and shrubbery specimen botanical garden for people to look and observe various species that can grow in our zone with potential use in their property. You can buy 19 full-size picnic tables at $1,000 a pop. You buy 195 bags of groceries, $100 per bag, and give them to the soup kitchen. That's the economics of this. What's more important is the environmental impact. Fireworks versus its impact on our city citizens and our friends, which include animals. The dangerous chemicals released during fireworks display can wreak havoc on the endocrine system, the immune system, gastrointestinal system, and body metabolism, as well as neurotransmitters in the brain, autism, PTS syndrome. When fireworks go off, the metal salts and explosives undergo a chemical reaction that releases smoke and gases into the air, which includes carbon dioxide, carbon monoxide, and nitrogen, 3 greenhouse gases responsible for climate change. Fireworks, certain chemicals, are a cocktail of toxic metals like strontium, barium, and lead that are harmful to humans or wild and domestic animals and all aquatic life. Research has shown short to long term elevated concentrations of these chemicals in surface water, groundwater, and the air following commercial fireworks displays are present for days, if not weeks. The colors from fireworks unleashed into the sky during a fireworks show can form different chemicals. For example, lithium salts produce pink colors, and sodium salts produce yellow. When the fireworks go off, the metal salts and explosives and the salts are chemically reactive that releases smoke, particulate matter, and gaseous material into the air. During the explosion, these metals do not burn up.
Anybody know the first law of thermodynamics? Energy cannot be created or destroyed. There's a second law that deals with entropy. That's the process here. It's a chemical process that doesn't go away. It just changes shape and size and sort of the process. There are still metal atoms, and they end up as aerosols that poison the air, water, and the soil. Where animals inhale and ingest, metals are caused a high variety of short and long-term reactions ranging from vomiting, diarrhea, asthma attacks, kidney disease, cardiotoxic effects, and a variety of cancers. These are notes, but they're documented. I don't want to do your homework for you, but I think what I'm leading to is that there's much to be done here. The International Journal of Environmental Research and Public Health has documented high concentrations of fine particulate matter, also called particle pollution, as well as co-pollutants like trace toxic metals, which are water-soluble ions due to firework displays. Primarily, the explosive fireworks involve particle molecules matter less than 2.5 milligrams, okay, are micrometers, so basically very small. The aerodynamic diameter, which is EPA regulated, research has shown this. There are no environmentally friendly fireworks. They are not green in any form or fashion of display and use, that after effects are dangerous and hazardous. So why would the city of Jamestown advocate to spend up to $19,500 to contribute to this application of environmental and human health deterioration, and for its citizens, its surrounding environment? As an example, when the wind stream goes with this smoke, it goes down in land area that are farm areas. Right inside the city, a Manchester guy has, you know what he has? Cattle. And further on down are dairy farms. This stuff does not go away, folks. And you want to spend $19,500 to do this? For ooh and ah? Now, one other final point. I don't know, I know the fire chief knows this, and I think Jeff Lehman has had experience with this. I'm not naivety to this situation. In my military time, on the physical assault teams and different things, I was involved with explosives and devices. They are for defense and destruction. They were so much more than this, you wouldn't believe it. However, what's important to understand is the material safety data sheet. Has anybody reviewed this? Chief, have you reviewed it?
I'm familiar with what there is.
But have you reviewed what's going off?
Mr. Champ, can you wrap it up? It's, 6
Okay.
minutes.
The material safety data sheet from Vulcan Fireworks, which is Chinese. Most of our fireworks are Chinese. They are not high quality. Anything in here is detrimental to anyone, anywhere around it. So what I can say is what I've learned, what I'm telling you. You can do your own research. The city does not have an environmental council. I don't mean a lawyer. I mean a committee that advises and presents options and opportunities. I've done many environmental reviews for this city. 10 years I did this. It's not about that. It's about what happens when we do something. So if you want to contribute to this problem, then spend the $19,500 for 20 minutes, but the effects of that 20 minutes will last a long time. Thank you.
Anyone else would like to address the council? Seeing none, we'll move on. Any presentation of petitions and communication? Seeing none, do we have any reports? We'll move on to reports from standing committees. We'll start with the Finance Committee, and the first 4 resolutions will be sponsored by Councilwoman Ruda.
Thank you, Mr. President. I have a resolution authorizing payment of the regular audit.
Thank you. Are there any questions or comments? Clerk, please poll the council.
Councilmember Shelton?
Aye.
Karuba?
Aye.
Reynolds?
Aye.
Faulkner?
Aye.
Eklund?
Aye.
Russell?
Aye.
And President Jones.
Aye.
Thank you, Mr. President. I have a resolution authorizing the mayor and police chief to participate in give for the period of July 1st, 2022 to June 30th, 2023, with funding in the amount of $72,221 and no cents provided by the state of New York.
Thank you. Any questions or comments? Clerk, please poll the council.
Councilmember Shelton?
Aye.
Karuba?
Aye.
Reynolds?
Aye.
Faulkner?
in American Rescue Plan Act Economic Development Funds for the Building and Property Infrastructure Improvements Program to be administered through the Jamestown Local Development Corporation by the Jamestown Urban Renewal Agency.
Thank you. Any questions or comments? Clerk, please poll the council.
Councilmember Sheldon.
Aye.
Karuba.
Aye.
Reynolds.
Aye.
Faulkner.
Aye.
Eklund.
Aye.
Russell.
Aye.
President Bose.
Aye.
Thank you, Mr. President. I have a resolution designating up to an additional $2 million in American Rescue Plan Act Healthy Communities and Neighborhoods Funds for the roof, private sewer lateral, private water line repair/replacement program to be administered through the Jamestown Local Development Corporation by the Jamestown Urban Renewal Agency.
Thank you. Any questions or comments? Clerk, please poll the council.
Councilmember Sheldon.
Aye.
Karuba.
Aye.
Reynolds.
Aye.
Faulkner.
Aye.
Eklund.
Aye.
Russell.
Aye.
President Bose.
Aye. Resolution 5 has been tabled for this month. Moving on to the next series of resolutions. Resolutions 6 through 10 will be sponsored by Councilwoman Eklund.
Thank you, Mr. President. I have a resolution authorizing officers Jeremy Maggio and Alexis Carlson to attend the DCJS School Resource Officer course to be held August 21st through August 26th, 2022 in Mount Morris, New York, with meals, lodging, and gas expenses paid pursuant to Section 77B of the General Municipal Laws of the State of New York. This is funded in the Jamestown Police Department 2022 budget.
Thank you. Any questions or comments? Clerk, please poll the council.
Councilmember Sheldon.
Aye.
Karuba.
Aye.
Reynolds.
Aye.
Faulkner.
Aye.
Eklund.
Aye.
Russell.
Aye.
And President Bose.
Aye.
Mr. President, I have a resolution authorizing the mayor to execute change order number 1 with R. Patty Concrete and Excavating for concrete work 2022, May Street, Camp Street to East Virginia Boulevard in an amount not to exceed $146,700.00.
Thank you. Any questions or comments? Clerk, please poll the council.
Councilmember Sheldon.
Aye.
Karuba.
Aye.
Reynolds.
Aye.
Faulkner.
Aye.
Eklund.
Aye.
Russell.
Aye.
President Bose.
Aye.
Thank you, Mr. President. I have a resolution authorizing the mayor to execute an agreement with Signature Paving and Seal Coating Incorporated for concrete work 2022, Gwendolyn Avenue, in an amount not to exceed $174,900.00, funded through the ARPA funds.
Thank you. Any questions or comments? Clerk, please poll the council.
Councilmember Sheldon.
Aye.
Karuba.
Aye.
Reynolds.
Aye.
Faulkner.
Aye.
Eklund.
Aye.
Russell.
Aye.
President Bose.
Aye.
Thank you, Mr. President. I have a resolution authorizing the Director of Public Works to purchase motor oils and other lubricants from Superior Lubricants effective September 1, 2022 through August 31st, 2024, with the option to extend the pricing through August 31st, 2025. This is funding through the general fund budget over the course of 2 years.
Thank you. Any questions or comments? Clerk, please poll the council.
Councilmember Sheldon.
Aye.
Karuba.
Aye.
Reynolds.
Aye.
Faulkner.
Aye.
Eklund.
Aye.
Russell.
Aye.
And President Bose.
Aye.
Resolution number 10, suspending the hiring freeze and filling the following position. Laborer in the Department of Public Works, position is vacant due to a transfer. Funding is included in the 2022 general fund budget.
Thank you. Any questions or comments? Clerk, please poll the council.
Councilmember Sheldon.
Aye.
Karuba.
Aye.
Reynolds.
Aye.
Faulkner.
Aye.
Eklund.
Aye.
Russell.
Aye.
President Bose.
Aye. That concludes our resolutions from finance. Moving on to public safety. And the one resolution out of public safety will be sponsored by Councilman Sheldon.
Thank you, Mr. President. I have a resolution appointing Amanda Mead to the office of Commissioner of Deeds for a term of 2 years, and reappointing Aaron Simmons and Robert E. Reed to the office of Commissioner of Deeds for a term of 2 years.
Thank you. Any questions or comments? Clerk, please poll the council.
Councilmember Sheldon.
Aye.
Karuba.
Aye.
Reynolds.
Aye.
Faulkner.
Aye.
Eklund.
Aye.
Russell.
Aye.
And President Bose.
Aye. That concludes our pre-filed resolutions. We do have some resolutions under new business. The first 2 resolutions will be sponsored by Councilwoman Karuba.
Thank you, Mr. President. I have a resolution authorizing the payment of $62,795.00, interest at 4% per annum on $5,155,000.00 and public improvement bond. To
Thank
be
you.
noted, the next payment is due on March 1st, 2023.
Thank you. Any questions or comments? Clerk, please poll the council.
Councilmember Sheldon?
Aye.
Rupa?
Aye.
Reynolds?
Aye.
Faulkner?
Aye.
Eklund?
Aye.
Russell?
Aye.
And President Bose?
Aye.
Thank you, Mr. President. I have a resolution designating $133,650.00 in American Rescue Plan Act lost revenue funds for the purpose of replacing the Parks, Recreation, and Conservation Department roof.
Thank you. Any questions or comments?
Just, it's long overdue.
Anybody else? Clerk, please poll the council.
Councilmember Sheldon?
Aye.
Rupa?
Aye.
Reynolds?
Aye.
Faulkner?
Aye.
Eklund?
Aye.
Russell?
Aye.
And President Bose?
Aye. The next three resolutions under new business will be sponsored by Councilwoman Eklund.
Thank you, Mr. President. I have a resolution authorizing the city controller to make the following amendment to the 2022 general fund budget for the parks roof maintenance as follows. Increase appropriations, building maintenance $8.711.057.00000, $75,000 and no cents. Decrease appropriations contingent account $8.1990.0400.00000, $75,000 and no cents.
Thank you. Any questions or comments? Clerk, please poll the council.
Councilmember Sheldon?
Aye.
Rupa?
Aye.
Reynolds?
Aye.
Faulkner?
Aye.
Eklund?
Aye.
Russell?
Aye.
President Bose?
Aye.
Thank you, Mr. President. I have a resolution authorizing the mayor to execute an agreement with Paramount Roofing for the Parks Department roof replacement in an amount not to exceed $445,650.00.
Thank you. Any questions or comments? Clerk, please poll the council.
Councilmember Sheldon?
Aye.
Rupa?
Aye.
Reynolds?
Aye.
Faulkner?
Aye.
Eklund?
Aye.
Russell?
Aye.
And President Bose?
Aye.
Thank you, Mr. President. Finally, I have a resolution authorizing the mayor to execute an agreement with Zambelli Fireworks Manufacturing Company in the amount not to exceed $19,500.00 for the fireworks show at the 2022 Labor Day Festival, subject to the approval of the Corporation Council as to form.
Thank you. Any questions or comments? Clerk, please poll the council.
Councilmember Sheldon?
Aye.
Rupa?
Aye.
Reynolds?
Aye.
Faulkner?
Aye.
Eklund?
Aye.
Russell?
Aye.
And President Bose?
Aye. That concludes the resolutions under new business. Is there any report from special committees? Any report of city officers? Report from councilmen on administrative boards? Go ahead.
Just to let you know that the Fenton Historical Society is going to be putting on their annual Saints and Sinners tours. There'll be carriage rides, and also for those individuals who can't walk, they do the carriages, but they will have walking tours of the cemetery. It's well worth your time if you haven't been through this. It's very enlightening to find a number of people and the stories they have to tell. Very interesting. So the first 2 weekends, I believe, in October. So if you can, please encourage and support them. Make the music.
Thank you.
As the liaison to the planning commission, I just want to report that the Salvation Army has received approval to build the new administrative offices on a property that they own. There was also pending submission of plans to the fire development. More to come.
Thank you. Any other reports from councilmen on boards? Seeing none. Was there any unfinished business? Okay, we did the resolutions on the new business. Is there any other new business? Just one announcement I'd like to make. Obviously, there's been a lot of discussion about the public forum that I've asked that we put together. We have the details. The public forum will be Wednesday, September 14th at 6:30 p.m. It'll be at Christ First United Methodist Church at 633 Lakeview Avenue is in the back. In Dara Hall, that's the place where the elections take place in the back there. The structure of this, again, is a public forum. I've asked, obviously, the chief of police to be there to talk about some of the safety issues and go over some of the things that are being done within the police department to deal with the recent situations. Also, I've asked the director of development to be there to talk about some housing and neighborhood issues and initiatives. So they'll give brief presentations and then open it up to the public. Certainly, as many council people is available at that meeting. Probably last about an hour and a half, I want to say 8 to 8:15-ish. Certainly we'll have more information coming out publicly through the media to try to get as many people there as possible on that night. So it's Wednesday, September 14th at 6:30 at Christ First United Methodist Church. Are there any other new business?
President Dose.
Yep.
Just a reminder about the Labor Day Festival.
Yes.
It's coming up
Okay.
on Sunday. It'll be going till dusk at Bergen Park.
Right. Thank you. Sorry, I forgot that.
Actually, shout out to Pat Smaraldo for all his work and all the volunteers. People don't realize what it takes to bring back an event that's been dormant for 2 years. And we certainly appreciate all his efforts and everyone else who volunteered, along with the people who will be up there volunteering their time. I understand Beirut has tent, and also the band has a pie booth. So if you can support those individuals and their efforts to fundraise, they bring a lot of money into the community, and we can help them out. We really appreciate it. So shout out to all the volunteers who don't, and also to the Jim Kama, who is getting honored as the salute later. So thank you all.